So back in 12th grade, I had English classes, and I thought all my life that I was really, really good at English. So I never really practiced. So I'd be cocky. Whenever the teacher would ask someone to read the chapter and she'd call me out, I'd be perfectly happy to do so. And I'd get up and I start reading and I start reading. And while I'm reading, and I'm thinking I'm doing really, really well, the teacher says, speak up, speak up. And then I get this like random adrenaline rush, thinking like, what do you mean? Okay, so I speak a little louder, I speak a little faster, and I keep reading, and when I'm done, even though other people read and they have their own issues, she calls me out and says, oh, you need to improve how you read, you're very, very silent, you're very, very silent. And then I asked like my friend on the other side, like, is this true? He's like, yeah, kind of. So I was thinking like, why? I thought like I was good at English, but then clearly I was not really good at reading. Fast forward to college, and I have communications classes, presentations that I'm doing, and I very regularly get compliments from my professor saying that I'm the best in the class at presentation and how like I'm able to project and emulate my points when I want to say something. The truth is, in between school and now, there was a lot of training, there's a lot of things that I did and tried to improve my voice and get better at it. And I'm going to teach you 2 ways at the end of this video to get better at speaking. First of all, respect to you, and I'm glad that you're watching this video. So many people are out there scrolling videos and watching videos that they don't even like to watch and they don't get entertained by. So the fact that you're over here watching something that might help you is very important, and I'm grateful for it. And I promise by the end of this video, you're going to get 2 ways to easily improve your voice without worrying about it too much. I don't want this to turn to something you consciously think about and lose your mind over. I want this to quickly help you, make it super duper easy, and you'll see results almost instantly. So the one problem that I had, and it is a very, very easy thing to neglect. When you speak, you don't actually hear yourself. Like, of course, physically and vocally, you do hear yourself. But because you're not the one being spoken to, it's easy to lose this idea that you speak in a certain cadence that people don't really appreciate. They might not even notice that this is what's happening, but by nature of that, they lose respect for you and they don't listen to you, and you just sound like a yapper. And the problem that you have is that you don't slow down. You speak way too fast. And what do I mean by this? I'm just gonna show you an example. So I'm gonna keep talking, but I'm gonna slowly just not slow down. I'm just gonna keep talking, like give you all the points that you want, and I'm not gonna slow down or emphasize anything. And every time I speak like this, you can slowly start to realize that whenever I say something, I start becoming background noise, and you don't like anything that I'm saying. You're like, why is he talking like this? But if I slow down, everything that I'm saying has a certain weight to it. Even if I say just some random stuff, like right now, you feel like I'm saying something important because I slowed down. You don't have to drastically just slow down and like be really, really slow, but you have to slow down in points where you're trying to emphasize a word. This creates melody in your voice. Songs have melody in them because they don't stick to a certain cadence. Sure, they stick to a certain beats per minute, but you get what I mean. Sometimes the song is really loud and sometimes it's really quiet. Sometimes the singer sings really fast or sometimes really slow. And a human brain really appreciates and respects someone who has the ability to control how fast they speak. Because when I'm saying something not that important, I can speak really fast and your brain can understand it. But when I'm saying something that's really, really important, and I slow down, that's when you start to respect what I'm saying. So an action step that I can give you that's super duper easy to start is whenever you start speaking to people, try to consciously think, and you're not gonna like doing this at first because it'll be like, wait, I'm being really weird. Trust me, they don't notice anything. Go up to someone and naturally speak to them. Maybe it's your mom, maybe it's your friend that you hang out with. Whenever you try to say something important, just try to slow down. And an easy way to practice this is just to slow down overall. Because chances are, if you're watching this video and you want to improve how you speak, you're naturally a very fast speaker, and so am I. So it really helps if you just slow down your entire rate of speech and not just with the important words. If you're really good at doing this and you can just slow down on only the important words, all power to you. But a really easy way to speak is just to slow down completely. Even if I'm saying something not that important, when I slow down, I sound like I'm calm, I sound like I know what I'm talking about, and people will take you way more seriously. The second thing, and you're not gonna like this, but trust me, you have to practice in private. Why? People reward you in life, not just with money, but with respect, admiration, maybe even grades, when you show them that you're good at something, that you practice in private. Nobody really wants to watch you do the practice, but people want to watch the performance, right? There's practicing and there's performance. Whenever big bands that sing or dance or perform in front of thousands of people, when they get on stage, they are performing, meaning they've rehearsed this thousands of times. But to the audience, the magic of the moment is that they don't know. They might logically know that this band has probably practiced 1,000 times, but when in that moment, they only see that final performance, and it feels like magic. You know your favorite concert artist, whenever he goes and performs on stage, you think he's really good. But you've never seen the amount of voice cracks he has when he's practicing in the studio by himself. You've never seen the long hours he had with the producer trying to get the right pitch, trying to get the right tone. No one sees that because it's not beautiful. It's very ugly. So people will reward you for what you practice in private. And trust me, you will not regret this. And there's nothing to lose because you don't have to actually show this to anyone. Record yourself talking. Record yourself talking about a random topic that you can just pick. It could be something you like, or it could be something you have no idea about. Try to get really good at talking in front of a camera. Why this helps is because when you get to talk in front of a camera, eventually talking to people and making presentations becomes half the job is done because you know how to do it. In college, I never really practiced talking in front of people, but the professors think I have good presentation skill. I've never practiced talking in front of a group of people. I'm good at talking on camera like this. But that carries over when you get into the real life situations. People will listen to you more, people will like you more, people will take you more seriously. Trust me, your voice and the way you speak changes your entire perception. You can imagine a really attractive guy or a really attractive girl. They could look so good, they could have everything. But the moment you go up and speak to them, if they have like a weird voice and you just find the way they speak funny, you might notice it, but you just look at them completely different. It doesn't matter how hot they are. It doesn't matter what credentials they have. The way they project themselves with their voice speaks on behalf of them. So an easy action step that you can do right now is that after this video or whenever you can, get out your phone, get out your, I didn't even do it on my phone the first time. I did it on my laptop's like camera. Every laptop has like a camera. So I just did that. I just practiced talking about something, and there's so many videos that I would have uploaded to this channel, but I didn't because they were simply practice. And by nature of talking and like making videos like this, I'm practicing as I'm doing what I'm like performing. So I'm performing and practicing, but it's an art. You get better at it the more you practice. And trust me, these two are so easy. You don't need any speech classes. You don't need any $1,000 speech coach. You can practice how you speak by simply just researching what makes a good voice and practicing over and over and over again. And I promise that this will help you. If you like this video and you want to see more, click the subscribe button and the like button. I make videos like this all the time. And I hope to see you in the next one. Bye-bye.